Hello, it's Smoke Joe Gamer. Today is Saturday, February 22nd, so this was supposed to be Final Fantasy February. So far, I did 3 Twitch streams of Final Fantasy 14, and not much else. So, today we're going to check out some Final Fantasy 10. And this is the Steam version. So it's rendering at high settings, 4K, downscaling to 1440p for the recording at 25,000 bytes per second. Or per minute, or whatever it is. You know what I mean. So, a long time ago I briefly played the beginning of this game on the Vita. But now I'm gonna play on PC, on Steam. I'm sure it runs on Steam Deck just fine. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, it is originally a PS2 game. This is the remaster. And like I said, I briefly played the beginning of the game. I don't remember any of it, so this is going to be more or less a first impression kind of video. And depending on how much I like it, I may or may not do additional installments, but the goal here is to just play like the first hour of the game, tell you exactly what I think, my unfiltered opinion. That's what I'm here for. So we're just gonna let this play out. Hey, he kind of looks like me. Or at least the way I did before my hair started falling out. Alright. Okay, great. So we're gonna go new game. Sure. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so for the goal for this month was to do Final Fantasy games I haven't done before. Either the ones I haven't played at all or the ones I've just never streamed or done videos on before. So... And actually, 14 fit that category, so that's why I kind of focused on that, and that's what I've been playing lately. But the idea is to check out 10, and then I'm going to play 12 for the first time. I've got that on the PS5 now. And then I might jump into some 13.2 and 13.3, and also World of Final Fantasy. That's the plan for the next week. You know, because February is also a shortened month. I only have 6 days left. So we'll just see what I can cover. And I'm going to continue to do Final Fantasy XIV live streams on Twitch for the foreseeable future. So I know I just watched this, but I don't want to skip in case there's more to it. So yeah, when I was a kid I had the Sega Genesis, I had the Saturn, I had the N64. I didn't have Super Nintendo or PS1, so I missed out on some RPGs. I had a cousin who had the 3 Final Fantasy games on the Super Nintendo, which were later, you know, ported over to PlayStation. I also didn't have a PS2. I had the GameCube, and then I got the PS3, the Wii, and the Xbox 360. But yeah, so that's just it.
Listen to my story.
Oh, okay.
This may be our last chance.
Okay. So yeah, if you didn't have the Super Nintendo or the PS1 or the PS2, yeah, you didn't get to play any Final Fantasy games. Unless you played Crystal Chronicles on GameCube, which I don't recommend doing. And I also didn't have a Game Boy Advance. So yeah. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 3, which I later found out was 6, on the Super Nintendo at a cousin's house. And then I also had played a little bit of 7 and 9 on PS1 when I went to someone's house and they had a PlayStation. So, but yeah, I missed out on a lot of PS2 games, which many of which got ported. You know, like Persona 4 was ported as Golden on Vita and PC. Persona 3, I played the portable version of that. So yeah. But thankfully, Final Fantasy X and 12 have both made it to modern platforms. And of course the 7 Remake and Rebirth are just flipping amazing. Even though Rebirth has too many frickin' Moogles. Too many cute things. Oh, I can play now. Oh, this looks like it's capped at 30 FPS. Oh god, why?
I won't let you down.
Yeah. So Square Enix hasn't always done a good job with their PC ports, and in fact you could argue they've done a terrible job with most of them. Okay, well now what? Let's talk to these kids.
No problem.
I seem to recall he's some kind of sports player person.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Me too!
Take it easy.
So believe me, I'm not one of those PC Master Race people anymore, but
I have your autograph.
what is even the
Of
point
course.
to porting something to PC if you're still going to cap it at,
Good luck
like,
tonight.
low resolution, low frame
Nothing
rate?
to
I don't
worry
get it.
about.
I mean, it's pretty smooth
Oh,
so
If
far.
I score a goal, I'll do this. That will mean it was for you, okay?
What a creep.
What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it. Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Who's that kid?
Promise.
You can't tonight. I know your schedule. Alright, hey. No, nice visuals so far. I mean, the thing is, games from this time period actually looked fine. And when you upscale them just a little bit, they're fine. Like, I've played plenty of GameCube games on Dolphin, and they're just nice looking games, yeah. So they did a good job with this. Because you could see how PS1, Saturn, N64, they were really pushing for the 3D graphics, even when the systems couldn't quite do it, and they didn't seem to care much about the frame rate and texture pop-in and
I was in a coffee
flickering
shop
sprites and
running away
other
from
junk
home
like
when I
that.
heard the news. Our hero, Jet, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home.
So even if the game is 30 FPS, at least my face is 60, huh?
Make way, make way.
Yeah, so those systems were really
Coming
pushing
through,
3D
sorry.
graphics, even with garbage frame rate. Like, Ocarina of Time is only like
Hey,
24
I'm gonna be
FPS,
late.
you know, and a lot of those old
Hey,
3D
let go
games.
of me.
But then when you get to PS2, GameCube, original Xbox, you could see there was more of an emphasis on, I want to say more of an emphasis on performance. Like, the graphics improved, but they still performed well, you know. And then you get to PS3, Xbox 360, and they went the other way again. It was, okay, we want everything to be 720p, no exceptions. And you got 30 FPS, and you got horrible anti-aliasing and staircases all over the place, basically. And fog in the distance, and yeah. So yeah, you could play this remaster on like PS4 or Vita, and I'm sure it would look fine. Even Xbox One. So I guess there was no real benefit to doing the PC version of this, except for the fact that I got it on sale, and it's a lot easier to make videos, as you can see. I don't have to use a capture card or anything like that. So. And it's interesting to look at Final Fantasy and see kind of alternating between like medieval settings and futuristic settings. So, like, you know, 10 and 13, and now 16. Those are medieval setting. I'm sorry, 10, 13, and 15 were like kind of modern day or futuristic settings, and then 12 and 15 we're going from, or 12 and 16 we're going for more of a, you know, medieval setting. But there's always been like a juxtaposition between, you know, medieval and futuristic stuff, like magic and technology. But as I've said before, you know, they called it Final Fantasy, and there are like 20 of them. You know, there's no finality to it, but then again, each one is kind of a standalone entry, and it's actually kind of rare that they do direct sequels, so I'm not sure why 10 and 13 got direct sequels, but then again, there also was Dirge of Cerberus, and I heard that was terrible. I never played it, though. And I'm not going to. But if you go back in my old videos, you find the JRPG July videos and August Adventure videos. You'll find, you know, videos of 6, 9, 13, 15, 16. So, like I said, the goal here is for me to just focus on the ones I haven't played much yet. And I was able to get a really good deal on 10 and 12 recently, so figure, no more excuses. But for JRPG July, it's the same thing. I may try to focus on games I haven't done yet, but I may also revisit games like this. Okay. So he's this big superstar, there's a cataclysmic event, people are running for their lives. And I always wondered about the fashion in this game from all the screenshots and videos I've seen.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Well, I will say he's much less creepy than the kid from Persona 3, huh? That kid was like a straight-up psychopath.
What the?
What the hell?
Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look.
The giant sphere of water floating in the air.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Yeah, the thing is, I own most of the Final Fantasy games, but I haven't played most of them. Or if I have, it's been for a few hours just to check it out, you know. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, it's disappointing that this PC version is capped at 30 FPS. But at least it lets you run it in 4K. And it's not pushing the system too hard, so the graphics card can handle the rendering and recording. Yeah, we live in the future, but we don't have, like, laser guns or regular guns.
From Jet.
My old man?
Yeah. It's the future, but you gotta whack these bugs with a sword.
I hope you know how to use it.
So 13 was the first one that I owned and played from start to finish. Other than just dabbling in a few of the other ones when I was a kid on other people's PlayStations. Alright. So again, you got a pretty standard, yeah, pretty standard battle system. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is just very normal turn-based combat. That's fine.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
So if we hit the ones in front of us, then we can just keep running forward, right? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, don't hit the ones that haven't hatched yet. Got it. Yeah, this is giving me real Wreck-It Ralph vibes, you know. All the alien eggs hatching in a world where they don't belong. But then, you know, that creepy kid gives me Persona 3 vibes, so, you know, there's clearly some similarities, and that's fine. So, the funny thing is that a long time ago, I did have PlayStation 2 on my Christmas list, and I wanted to get, you know, like GTA and stuff like that. But then, just out of nowhere, I got an issue of Nintendo Power that had Smash Bros. Melee on the cover, and it was like, oh, nope, Mom, I want a GameCube. And I do not regret getting the GameCube. It had some great games, but I kind of wish I'd gotten a PS2 as well. I did get a PS2 years and years later, like, I don't know, in 2012, 2013, and I did have a pretty good collection going, but like I said, a lot of the games got ported and remastered anyways, so... Okay, it wants me to do this. Oh, cool. Oh. Oh boy, just what I wanted, a quick time event. It's definitely a product of its time so far, isn't it? No, it definitely looks and feels like a Final Fantasy game, let me tell you. And that's good. Looks like... I don't know. Oh, that did, like, nothing. Okay. Spiral cut. Oh, man. Quick time events. Well, at least they tell you what to press and when. Because even on the, you know, Switch version of Mario RPG, I'm still missing those inputs sometimes. Even when I know exactly when to hit it, I still miss it by a little bit. It's a tutorial fight, so I don't have to worry about blowing all my... Yeah, I don't have to worry about blowing all my mana here. I don't know if this is winnable. Yeah. Is this one of those unwinnable fights, or... Oh, no, never mind. I got it. Right, so this doesn't have the meter that, like, 6 and 7 had. This is just, it tells you the turn order, and when it's your turn, you go. Alright. And that's fine. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, let's do that. You never know. Yeah, and what happened was when I reacquired my Vita, I was gonna get a Vita copy of this, but the problem is they're all used and they're expensive, and then I guess 10.2 was included as like a DLC code, someone told me.
Huh?
So
Give me a break.
it's fine. And then I could have got a physical copy for PS4 or Xbox One, but whatever. I figured this would be something fun to play on the Steam Deck. Yeah, let's just do it normally here. Overkill! So I'm guessing there's some kind of stat that affects initiative. Yeah, so... Yeah, over there it's telling me what the turn order is. Okay. I think I prefer that better instead of having to watch a meter fill up. Then again, I thought the 13 battle system was good.
This could be bad.
And then, of course, 7 Remake and Rebirth
Knock it down.
kind of copy the Crisis Core system.
Trust me, you'll see.
Alright, we gotta attack this thing. Oh, okay, and then... Yeah. Got it. Alright. Yeah, it makes it easier to pick a target, I think, when you have that list of enemies there. And then I'm not going to play Final Fantasy XI. I never have. That's PC and PS2. Honestly, I can't imagine trying to play an MMORPG on those old consoles. Like, you know, like there was Phantasy Star Online was on Dreamcast. I can't imagine how awful that must have been, like, on a dial-up connection. I remember playing Diablo on dial-up. Diablo 2, you know, and it was like, oh god, it was horrible. Especially when you're sharing a phone line with your older sister and there's no call waiting or anything, you know? Yeah. So I'd be playing, you know, Diablo on the dial-up connection, and my sister would be like, "Why aren't my friends calling me? Don't people like me? Why aren't my friends calling me?" And it's like, you're on the computer. How are my friends supposed to call me if you're playing that game? You need to stop playing. Mom, make them stop. So it was a whole thing. Yeah, I didn't have that problem, though. I was never popular, so I didn't have the phone ringing off the hook, you know. And I talked to my friends online. That's why I was, you know, signed into Diablo 2, and, you know, that's how I communicated.
You are sure?
Save him.
This is it. This is your story.
Is he saving him or not? I don't get it. I bet these cutscenes were amazing for the time. Yeah. I remember when 13 came out on PS3, and it just blew my mind. The graphics just looked amazing at the time. And that's another game where if you play the PC version on like 4K, it looks great.
Hey!
Although the Xbox 360 version did get X and Series X enhanced, and that's 4K 30. What? I'm swimming through the air. Okay, I'm going down. So, did he get saved or did he not get saved? What's going on here? Who's that kid?
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream.
Yeah, this is a neat game so far.
Of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone, beside me. so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Yeah, I really wish I had the PS2 when it was new. Again, I don't regret getting the GameCube, and there were some great games on that system. But I wish I had this one too, because I had the Saturn and the N64, so it would have been great to have the GameCube and PS2. That sort of thing. Of course, now I have the Switch, PS5, and Series X, so as an adult, I just buy all the consoles.
Anybody there?
And I have the Steam Deck, and I have the Vita, and I've got a decent computer. Hey! Hey, you guys! See, I don't remember this at all, you know. Yeah. Well, I remember getting to a point where he's on a boat. So this is the only thing with these updated versions is, yeah, in the distance you see an icon like that. Just really sticks out from the background. Feder Masalania, blah 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 blah.
What do we have here?
No.
Nope. Can't read it.
He's illiterate? Alright. Okay, let's save the game. Now, the game gets off to an interesting start. Futuristic city gets demolished, and you're trying to get out. What's over here? Oh, see? It always pays to go off the beaten path. Now, hopefully I'll finish FF7 Rebirth before the next installment comes out. Yeah, and I would consider getting a PS5 Pro if it ever goes down in price, and maybe if there's a bundle that includes a freaking disc drive. But the eBay scalpers have had a field day with that. Ugh, hate those people. Yeah, you go on, you know, PlayStation Direct, you know, Sony's own website, and you can't get a disc drive. It's awful. I don't know what they were thinking. But then you gotta figure if the PS6 does what the PS5 does, if it includes all of the updates you would have gotten on the PS5 Pro, and if it has backwards compatibility, then, you know. Okay, so we're gonna attack Monster B. Yeah, see, I don't remember this at all. And then I'd love to see a new Skies of Arcadia game, remake, remaster, something like that. Although technically the GameCube version was already a remaster over the Dreamcast. Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm just thinking of other JRPGs as I'm playing this. I'm a fan of the genre, I just don't end up finishing most of them because they're so long and they're all very similar. The backlog is too great. Oh, I'm fighting a boss now. Well, that's great. Ow. How is he breathing underwater, though? Maybe this isn't winnable because If I just keep using potions, he's just gonna keep hitting me. Okay, yeah. This also reminds me I gotta go back and play more of the Star Ocean Second Story remaster. Remake, whatever. You're gonna die. Oh no, he made it. You did it. Well, he might be dreaming or something, you know, because how I don't know how he's able to
I
breathe
made it out of
underwater.
the frying pan and into the freezer. I thought I was gonna die.
I
in
guess
this
he's
place.
leftovers now, huh? Okay, let's go. Yeah, no, those are interesting fog effects. I don't know if those were in the original, but... The PS2 was like the least powerful of those systems from that generation, but it was the cheapest, and that's why it outsold them. But it just also just had amazing software, and I'm sure there's a correlation there. Nobody wants to put a game on a system that doesn't sell. Which is why I think a lot of games are skipping over Xbox at this point.
Cold.
But Xbox has also gone beyond that. It's all about Game Pass now.
Need
So,
fire.
yeah. Need fire, okay. With Flint and Tinder, you could start another fire here. What is this, Resident Evil? What is this place? And when do I get more party members? Oh. What's that? Withered bouquet. I guess that could count as Tinder, huh? Yeah, light that on fire. Oh, what's in here? High potion. Okay, well, potion ain't gonna do anything if he freezes to death and gets hypothermia. Oh. Ether. A creepy statue, yeah, I'll say. Some withered flowers have been left here. Oh, perfect. And that's where I just came in from, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Where are the other party members? Yeah, I don't remember this at all. From what little I played on the Vita.
I need food. What do you want?
was a bad call. Your team lost because of you.
You came to say that?
It's been 10 years. I thought you'd be crying.
Who, me?
You cried.
What? Freaking creepy ass kid.
Hey, wait! Don't go out on me! Just hold on. I'll get more wood.
No, you won't. Instead, you'll fight this weird alien bug thing.
Give me a break!
Oh, I guess I didn't save when I got here. Because my health is where it was while I was fighting that boss. But yeah, at least the turn order lets you know you can use an item and then still attack. So that's good. Yeah, so now I still get to hit him. Alright, is this supposed to be winnable? Thank you. See, at the beginning of different RPGs, it's always the question you ask when you're in a fight that seems like it might not be winnable. It's like, you know, it's like I wouldn't have wasted all those potions if I thought I didn't need to. Who the hell are you?
You on my side? Cool!
Cool. Blow it up. Nice. Blow up. No more grenades. How much health does this fucking thing have? Oh. Okay. I do prefer when games just tell you how much health they have left. Okay. Cool.
Phew. That was close.
I was gonna say the fashion is really weird in this game.
Let me go!
Redek Drak!
Ifin, Irisa, Tekiaka!
Wak Edeku! Kemed?
Fed!
No.
Srivatek Risa!
Why would we kill him?
Drakisha Dave.
Because he might be a spy. He might turn us in.
Fapuneket Fedrik!
No, leave him alone. We're gonna take him with us.
Kuno.
Oh! Go to sleep. Yeah, I have no idea what she was saying. I made that all up, but it seemed plausible. Okay, now this part I remember. I remember being on a boat. Because I remember I got it on Vita, I started playing one night before bed, and I got to this part. Okay, now I remember. I remember being on a boat when I stopped playing the first time, and then, I don't know, for whatever reason I ended up selling it, probably when I
hurts.
sold the rest of my Vita games.
Rain?
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, okay. See, now they have guns, but all he's got is a stupid sword.
Canis!
It's Waterworld.
Right. Whatever.
Tuli Hood Kabeg?
What the fuck?
I said I don't understand.
Akonala!
Fed! He said you can stay if you make yourself useful.
You understand me?
You speak English?
All right, I'll work.
Or Japanese, or whatever? Yeah, so they're speaking a made-up language in a Japanese game that got an English dub. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I recall... Yeah, I recall this now. Okay. This part I remember, just getting on a boat. So, I'm gonna go for like 20 more minutes. YA. Albed language. Siktan dra albed mythica pact uv mil. Sure. Let's chat.
Oh, almost forgot.
Let's see how this is done. Sure. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, come on. I'll figure it out, come on. That seems needlessly complicated, but okay.
We found some ancient... It's not active now, but there should... We're gonna go down there and then we should be able to salvage the big prize.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get to work.
Roger.
But he can breathe underwater. Sure. And you can't turn the camera. And I'm in a fight. Oh, great. This is one of those games where you can't see the enemies before they attack you. Got it. Alright, so now we've gotten into the actual game here. Yeah, the whole upgrade system just seems a little needlessly complicated, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. But just kind of weird that it's using, like, predetermined camera angles. Or at least in this section it is. I don't know. I win again. That was easy. Wait, where am I going? Alright, I'm following the chain into the ruins. Okay. Yeah, because 9 was on PS1 and now this was on PS2. No, it definitely looks and plays like a PS2 era JRPG, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's plenty of great games from that time period in that console. Yeah, so it's weird how like N64 and GameCube didn't get a lot of like good RPGs. I mean, I liked Quest 64. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah. But that's just it with every console. At the time that these games are coming out, you may not know that they're good, they may not be on your radar, and there's just so many games on the market now. So, you know, like 20 years from now, I'll be playing, you know, PS4 games that I never knew about that are actually good, you know? Who knows? Ow. I'm looking forward to the day when we get, like, good, you know, like PS4 emulation and the file sizes just seem minuscule by whatever the standard becomes. Yeah, we're gonna get to a point where, you know, a 7 or 8 gigabyte ROM file is gonna be like, oh wow, that's so tiny. The thing is, I don't know that we're going to make the jump to 8K, and I'm not sure that I want us to, because then the games are going to take even longer to make and get even more expensive. And then you're going to need a new TV, and then they don't have like a physical storage medium, so games will either be multiple discs, or they'll just get rid of disk drives entirely. Ow. You son of a bitch. What did that do? hell are you doing, you ugly motherfucker? Okay, so we gotta stand by. Oh, and you get health back when you... Oh. Oh, okay, that's interesting. He's got his overdrive, though. Let's use that. Nice. Not a fan of these quick time events, but what are you gonna do? He's doing it again. So there's no defend button, you just... But when you hit standby, okay, you don't attack, but then you get health back. Oh. Let's see what that does, if anything. Oh. Okay, yeah, so in each fight you gotta just be aware of the commands that they're sending you. The pincer attack just means that we closed in on them. Okay, got it. Ow. I don't know what cheer does. Probably increases attack damage or something. Alright, so I don't know if he can swim away now. Ow. I normally don't have to use too many healing items in these kind of games, but here we are. She doesn't have anything she can use, so let's hit him again. Cheer isn't gonna do shit. I don't think. But there's, you know, no way to defend, and hopefully I'll get a healer to join the party. Alright, we got him. No, I like this game so far. I don't know what's going on in the story, but I like the fact that it's letting me play, you know? So many games nowadays, it's like the first hour is just cutscenes. So, yeah. I like that it's not getting bogged down in exposition, it's letting me actually experience the combat first. But I also didn't have to play very long before I got my second party member. You know? And yeah, that was an interesting combat encounter. So, it's all good. Now what? Am I going up or down?
Fafutra airship. Tradanukt van een
There's an airship coming. We're screwed.
Hoof, roofdu, tungadib. Way, Wichita.
Hey! Hey, I helped out, didn't I? Hungry.
Yeah, eat food.
Whoa! Right on.
He's choking.
Hey!
Oh, he's thirsty.
It's 'cause you eat too fast. Hey!
Hello there. What is your name?
Riku?
Whoa! You really do understand. Woohoo! Huh? Why didn't you say so earlier?
I didn't get a chance to. Everyone thought we were a fiend.
We?
Oh, we means you.
Right, that's not confusing or anything.
Who are you guys anyway?
We're Al Bhed. Can't you tell? Wait, you're not an Al Bhed hater, are you?
I don't even know what an Al Bhed is.
Where
Yeah.
are you from?
Xanarkand. I'm a blitzball player. Star player of the Xanarkand Abes.
Did you hit your head or something?
You guys hit me?
Oh, right. Do you remember anything before that?
So I told her everything there was to tell about Xanarkand. About life there, Blitzball, and Sin's attack. And about how Aaron and I were engulfed in this light. I just said things as they came to mind. But then I started to wonder. Did I say something funny?
You're not in Kansas anymore.
You were near Sin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, you'll be better in no time. They say your head gets funny when Sin is near. Maybe you just had some kind of dream?
Sure.
You mean I'm sick?
Because of Sin's toxin, yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, there is no Xanarkand anymore. Sin destroyed it 1,000 years ago.
What?
So no one plays blitzball there.
Huh? What do you mean, 1,000 years ago? But I saw Sin attack Xanarkand. You're saying that happened 1,000 years ago? No way.
Somebody saved you and you went through a time warp. It's not that hard to understand. And 1,000 years in the future, they're actually more primitive. Who would have thought? No, it's basically Waterworld.
You said... You play blitzball?
Uh-huh.
You know, you should go to Luca. Someone might know who you are, or you might find someone you recognize.
Luca?
Ah.
Huh.
Okay, leave it to me. I'll get you to Luca. Promise.
Sure.
You'd rather stay here? Okay, I'll go tell the others. Wait here. Oh,
Okay.
and one thing. Don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkand, okay? Yevon says it's a holy place. You might upset someone.
Oh,
Sure. Sure. This is the future. Don't say anything that might offend someone. There's been no
Why
progress in
Xanarkand?
1,000 years.
Some kind
Everything's
of
offensive.
holy place? Yeah, right, I thought. Since when?
Sin destroyed it and it became holy. That doesn't
Yevon?
make any sense.
Sin? Luca? I thought Sin just took me to a faraway place. That I could go back in a day or two.
Well, no, that guy saved you and
But
took you into the future.
1,000 years into the future? No way!
No freaking way, man.
Whoa, whoa!
What the shit is this? Awaken the Kraken!
Etonic! Etonic!
Whoa! Ah!
Okay. Now there's a whirlpool. Yeah, I'll save the game, sure. Now what? Okay, now he falls off a boat and ends up on a desert island. What is this, East?
Riku! Blitzball!
Hey, you okay?
Hey!
Okay. Now what? It's a jock. You finally met your people. Alright, so I'll get to the next save point and then I'll stop for this segment of the playthrough anyways.
Yo. Hiya.
You wanna try that move one more time?
Finally. Things were starting to look up.
He found his people. He doesn't have to use his brain anymore. He can just kick a ball.
You know amateur. Who you play for?
The Xanarkanabes.
Uh-oh. The indigenous people will kill you now.
What team you say again?
Oh no.
I meant, forget that. I got too, close to Sin, and my head's all foggy like. So, I don't know where this place is. Or even where I came from.
He has to pretend to have amnesia so he
Sin's
doesn't offend
toxic
people.
got to ya. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon.
But where's the girl from the
Back to
boat?
practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Aurochs, brother. What? You hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something.
Well, you can tell this game is total fiction, huh? Because stranger comes to town and they actually help
I
him.
felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it?
Long time ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago. Just like you said. If you ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important.
Sure.
It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know?
It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they?
But you from the Xanarkand Daves, that was a good one, huh? Hey, I'm not saying that team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure, a team living in luxury like that be pretty soft, eh?
I appreciated the fact that Waka was trying to cheer me up. But at that time, all I could think about was everything that happened to me. All this started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now, I just live life until that time came. No more worrying about where or when I was. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. A little better. Maybe.
Great, let's save and I'm gonna end the video. Great. So there you go. That's the first hour of Final Fantasy X on Steam, on PC, and I like it so far. Yeah. I'd say it's a pretty fun game. It's you know, it's a PS2 era JRPG, and that's fine. You got your more traditional turn-based combat. You've got no camera controls, just predetermined angles. So, the story is interesting so far, even though it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I'm sure it'll get explained as I go. But I like the combat. I like the characters so far, even though this guy's kind of a doofus. He's a jock, I mean, it's not his fault. But yeah, I'd like to see where this goes, so I'd like to play this again sometime. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in, and I'm going to continue with Final Fantasy February. Just 'cause there's a bunch of games I want to get through this month, so I'm probably just going to move right on to 12. But, you know, these are all games that I could go back and live stream or do more videos on at any point in time, so it's fine. So there you go. This is part 1 of Final Fantasy X, and there may or may not be parts 2, 3, 4, who knows. We'll see. Okay. See ya.